He's not one of the worst things in the game to fight.
We're ready to begin.
He doesn't even make my top 5 for worst things in the game to fight. He definitely makes my top 10 though.
Thanks to you, our researchers have done some projection. It's heading for the
Great Ravine.
Okay.
correct.
Now we're getting some stuff that's gonna tell us about
once it gets there.
um
Capture it. Hear me out.
the new story quest that we're gonna have to do.
Is it even possible?
If I said it wasn't, would that stop?
Let's give it a go.
Then it's settled.
Basically,
Voice in the hunters
Commander has a weird,
You're right.
crazy idea
Be
to
careful.
capture Zora Magdaros
Commander,
in
if I
the
may, I
Great
think I am
Ravine.
Hunter, I could use your help.
Another thing, that troubling report we received.
If you know what Zora Magdaros is and you're watching this,
could.
then clearly
Right.
you know something that big. It's
Good
not going
then.
to work the way that
Let's get
things are
this show.
planned,
Everyone
but
dismissed.
it's still a fun, super long quest that we have to do.
We should probably listen to what the chief botanist has to say before we do anything else.
I am going to do the botanist quest before I go exploring, because I think if I do his quest, I unlock a bunch of other little side quests and things that I can do, like when I go to do expeditions and things. Okay. He's gonna have us fight another cool monster that I like fighting, and it's called Tobikadachi. It's basically, well,
we should be able to find it in the ancient forest.
it's a giant fanged wyvern that uses electricity. I was gonna refer to it as like some kind of creature that it's based off of, but I don't really know what it's based off of. I'm just gonna put all this stuff away except for the basic trap and trank bombs and stuff that I usually carry. I'm gonna pick up some more flash pods because I definitely need them for a lot of the fights in this game. It just makes my life a lot easier to have them. So we're gonna eat real quick. I'm gonna go adjust my equipment again because he gave us something, and for some reason half the time it puts it in my equipment slot and half the time it doesn't. Okay, it did. He gave us the Ghillie Mantle. Very useful item for certain situations.
Oh yeah.
Comes in handy for getting a couple of the trophies in the game. But other than that, we really want a mantle that's different than this one, but we'll get that a little ways down the road. Post a new quest. Assigned. What is this one called? Flying Sparks, yeah. Flying Sparks, Tobikadachi. Okay, we're gonna go to... I think I want to go to the northwest camp is the fastest way to get there. Out of the camps that I have unlocked, at least. I'm not sure if Ancient Forest Camp would be faster or not. But it's one of those situations where the monster is in a specific area that you have to go find it at. So basically we just have to find some tracks and track it to an exact spot on the map, and then we're good to go. My problem right now is I don't know if it's faster to start at the northeast or the northwest camp, but we're going to start at the northwest one. I know how to get there both ways, so... And this way, I'll find, I think, 2 flash bugs on the way. So I'll get 2 flash pods for free walking up to the monster this way that I can use during the fight. I don't know. I wanted to refer to this thing, I think, as a ferret. I don't know why I wanted to refer to this thing as a giant electrical ferret. I don't know. Lizard just doesn't fit. I feel like, I don't know. You'll have to do your own judgment on it when you see it, but
Hey, partner.
To me, Tobukadachi just kind of
In order to use
reminds
one
me
your
of some kind of like
specialized
ferret-like
tools,
creature
you'll need
that's
to equip it
gigantic
from the
and has
item vault.
electricity on it.
They're
Ooh,
used
fancy
just
thing.
like any regular item, but their effects only last
That's a
for
pilot
a
hair.
limited amount of time.
That
If
red
the
one,
tool
that
you're
was the
using
special
stops
version
working,
of the
don't
shepherd
worry.
hairs.
It'll recharge after a
And my thing is being weird. Yeah, my analog is being super weird right now. I might have to turn my controller off in a second and try and fix that, but I'll do that after the mission. So I'll just be away for like a couple seconds to try and fix it. Okay, we want to go up this way. If we're going this way. Basically, we're following the trail that the Anjanath would take to get to its nest, where it goes to take a nap. And because we did that, we get 2 flash bugs, a couple herbs, and some other stuff. And it leads us directly to this, which I guess, now that I've done it, seems a bit faster than going to the northeast camp. But you definitely want to make sure you pick up that those poison knives that the game gives you, because this thing has it's one of the many monsters in the game that has a 3-star weakness to poison. I guess technically, when I said ferret, I meant like a mix of a flying squirrel and a ferret, since he can do like a gliding effect. I don't know. He's really annoying, either way. Basically, you hit him with 2 knives, and he's instantly poisoned. He doesn't have any severable parts, but you can break everything, including his tail.
You've been hit with Thunderblight.
And I saw that
You'll
happening.
get stunned more
I
easily
didn't
now.
expect it to happen that quick. But I think I got a hyper-aggressive one. If you get hit with that electricity attack, just make sure you use a Nullberry real quick. They do give you some if you don't have any. They really come in handy for this fight? Okay, good. That actually hit. I was worried that wasn't going to hit because of the angle I went out with it, but it's okay. For Tobukadachi, you can break his back, you can break his tail, you can break his head, and you can break his front 2 claws. The most important thing to break on him is his tail, I believe, because his tail, if you break it, you get the rarest material, usually. It's called an electrode, and I think he just stores the electricity in his tail, and that's why. But it also keeps him from doing that weird mode that turns him all electrified and shit and does more damage to you if you break his tail fast. Or at least for me, that's how it works. I'll break his tail, and then I won't have to deal with the super powered up mode. Yeah, there we go. He also dropped his first slinger pot already, which is kind of nuts. I was not expecting him to drop it that fast, but hammers are kind of busted in this game.
See anything useful lying around?
There's the second slinger pot already. I just broke so many parts. Alright, I'm gonna use this piercing pod. Oh, he dropped 3 piercing pods already. Yeah, he's beyond ready to capture. He's super low. He's gotta be ready to capture. I just stood there and took that. Come on. Come on, little dude. Go. Come here. Right into the trap. Go straight into the trap. Do it. Yeah. Okay, he's running away, but I think he's capturable. I was gonna say, I knocked 3 different pieces off of him, and I wasn't expecting to, so, yeah. As you can see, I broke his claw on his right leg, I broke his face, and I broke his tail. You can see all the markings on the monster when you break stuff. But yeah. I made that look way easier than it's supposed to be. You are supposed to have to like run away, use the ghillie mantle to heal, do a bunch of other stuff, but he's super easy. You get scales, you get pelts, you get I think that's called a thunder sack. It might be just an electric sack at this point. They have 2 different names for it, depending on the rank, but I don't know what it's called. You get the claw for breaking his claws, and then the electrode, like I said, for breaking his tail. And then membranes, I guess, are a thing too. Stuff's got weird drops in this game, but it's whatever. Alright. The canteen has been upgraded. We can get more stat boost from the canteen. And also, if we go to do the canteen animation, it has changed quite drastically. So, we'll go watch a canteen animation for our next adventure. I do need to get something specific from Giratotis revolving around a side quest, so we're gonna have to go hunt some of those when we're doing our exploring and stuff. Okay.
Hunters of the 5th.
Yeah.
Come see me. I've got an urgent quest.
Okay. We do have to talk to him now. He's gonna give us the Anjanath quest. We've already hunted an Anjanath. It's no big deal.
Getting bigger all the time.
Hey Lotus, how's it going, man? Okay. Because we did the Tobukadashi quest, I was right. We do get more quests, and we get this, which is an ancient tree thing that makes it so we can grow stuff. For right now, I'm gonna grow honey, because you don't get many options. And the summoner jelly boosts honey production and bug production.
Let's get the lead out.
You're working? Okay. Yeah, I'm doing good today for some reason. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, I'm in a good mood, and I don't know why, because everything's still roughly the same as it usually is.
Hurry back now.
Okay, she gives us this quest first. She gives us like 3 or 4 different quests for this thing. Well, thanks for coming to say hi. It's always nice seeing you in here, Lotus. I think I saw you were live maybe a week or 2 ago. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like I saw you live sometime in the last week or so. I didn't pop in and say hi or anything because I was busy and I had to go somewhere, but I did see that you were live along with a bunch of other people. So I guess you had some time away from work finally.
All right. Oops. Hold nothing back. Okay.
Hope all's good with work for you and stuff. I know a lot of people are still having trouble with work situations and everything, so. But you seem to be fairly busy. I'm not entirely sure what you were playing when I saw that you were live. I think it might have been Minecraft, honestly, but I have no idea. Is there another quest? Yeah, okay, the chef has another quest for us right now, so I'm gonna go pick that up. I'm also gonna talk to the handler, because we have to. Okay. I took, I think a 2.5 week break from stuff. Your state opened up. I think a lot of states are actually either opening up or just becoming a little bit more lenient with things. But I don't know. Okay, we get a quest from him that's also in the waste now for doing a thing for delivering a couple of herbivore eggs, and we're gonna put the Gilly Mantle to work for that quest. After I talk to the handler, I need to fix my analog real quick. because that camera situation is driving me nuts. I forgot to fix it yesterday, so, but my analog's been acting up again because I've been playing too much. Okay. We're gonna take a break from regular quests and do an expedition real quick. But first, I need to turn off my controller real quick and fix the analog, and then we'll hop back into an expedition and stuff. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay. Hopefully that fixed everything. I'm getting a bunch of notifications because I had to unplug my mic and stuff while I tried to fix things. I just did the fix that's on YouTube about stuff, where you rotate your analog, blowing it a few times and stuff, and that usually does the trick for me, so should be working fine for at least another 100 or so hours of gameplay. Alright, this one has the Piscine Researcher right now, but I already did those quests and things, so we're gonna go to the Wild Spireways. Yeah, it wasn't gonna take me long to fix it. I usually don't have to. I think the last time I had to really fix my analog was maybe like 3 or 4 months ago. This fix that I do for it is really good, but I wish or PlayStation would fix whoever designs their controllers so the analog breaks less. Because even the slightest amount of dust gets inside of it, and well, dust or a little bit of overuse, and the analog starts to act up and have a bunch of drift issues. And it doesn't just happen with like FPS games and stuff. It happens with this game. It happens sitting on the regular PSN menu. I've been sitting in the internet web browser just watching stuff, and it'll randomly start moving my mouse all over the screen while I'm trying to watch something. I'm sitting there like, what the hell is happening? It's one of those nuisance things of owning a PS4. The PS3 is easy to fix for the most part because you can just recalibrate the controller, but
You can access your specialized tools from the
PS4,
item
ever
bar.
since I found that fix that somebody did on YouTube, it works absolutely fine for me. Just one of those things I wish I didn't actually have to do. Okay, there's another pilot here. I'm gonna capture that for resources. It's a special little dude, giant and red. You can find something on the back of these, but I'll worry about that another time. There's Kelbies there that I have to kill for stuff. Let's see. Let's grab one of these guys real quick. Oh. Thanks for the sub, Lotus. Actually, I don't even know if have you been around since I hit affiliate? You might have caught like one stream since I hit affiliate, but I don't know if you even have been around since that happened. I know you're busy and stuff, so you don't always get to pop in, but it's appreciated, dude. I think you might get you get a founder's badge for that too, because not many people have subscribed yet. Ooh, Girototus is here. Oh, you were? I wasn't sure. It was like 3 months ago at this point, so I don't know how to keep track of it along with everything else that's in my head. So, but I know you're busy a lot. A lot of people are. So it's always nice having people stop in and everything, like I always say. It's always nice when I get a sub from people too. Alright, hopefully I can get the other piece of material that I want from these guys.
You can carve materials off the monsters. These materials are vital for producing new equipment and upgrading what you have.
It's a thing related to Apex. It's hard to tell on the little emote panel because it's so small. There we go, I finally got it. The Gaiju Whisker, that's what I was looking for. But it's a caustic barrel with a bunch of caustic gas around it, because I was playing Apex so much on my channel and everything that we decided to go with a caustic related emote since I'm a caustic main. It is hard to tell though, considering the emote slot is kind of small. I like it though. Yeah, I had art done for stuff for the badges for subs and for that too. She did a really good job on it. I think Twitch just kind of made things difficult because of downsizing things. But the person who helped me did a really good job on stuff. Okay, Lotus. Yeah, we're gonna get a bunch of stuff while we're here. This is probably one of the longer parts of the game because we're just sitting around harvesting and collecting a bunch of loot and stuff. I already caught one of those things. It's a wild spire gecko. While we're here this time around, we are gonna, well, for one, we're gonna get these doodles because we gotta get a new little Grimalkin guy for a partner, and get a new Palico tool, I think it's called. Basically, it's a new special weapon for the Palico to use. That actually, I've been able to find a good use for the one that you get in the Wild Spire Waste. Oh, Barrel's here. Okay, we got Barroth, we got Girototus, and I think the game said we had a Rathian here too. Yeah, there we go, I'll just discover the Barroth so that way it stops being weird about things. I didn't actually go discover the Girototus that I found, but I did see him in the distance. You have to get really close for the thing to register it. But we're gonna hunt some of these things. I just want to find some stuff first.
I think
This is the central campsite.
Let's ask the head honchos.
Probably the most useful campsite in the entire map. I think I just missed. No, I didn't miss. Okay. I just didn't want to fish normally. You can catch a special tiny fish in that area. He's very difficult to catch. And if you wiggle the bait, he runs away. So you want to be careful with that. I think it's called a golden fry fish. I'm not sure though. Some of the names of stuff in this game slip my mind. So, but we're gonna go take a quick look at Diablos's lair since he's not here this time. I will have to fight him eventually, and I will probably fight him on an expedition once or twice too. But he shows up down here, and there's usually Kestodons like right here too that spawn with him. Oh, there they are. Well, oh, there they are. Yeah, okay. I thought there was only one, but there's actually all three of them there. But this is usually his spawn point, and you can see that sand pouring from the ceiling. That's the, not that one. This one over here in the middle is the trap up top that he came out of during the one quest. You can use it as a quick way down, you can use it to deal some extra damage to monsters, and then this is where he comes to sleep, is over in that little pit area there. If you drag out a fight in that area, it is going to hurt, so it's usually best to not have to drag out a fight with him in his nest. It's a very small space, and he can do a lot of different tricks being down in his nest area, so... I don't even know what... I should probably show that, but... you can check what bounties you have if you forget by going into your menu like I just did. I got that one done, got that one done. I need to kill 6 more small monsters, 6 more bone piles, and then entomology's done already, so no big deal. Okay. I forget what these things are called, but... like I said, I'm going to farm these guys eventually for some Screamer Sacks. 1 Screamer Sack in this game makes 3 Screamer Pods, so they are very useful. There's a bunch of Thunderbugs in this area too. I think there's like 4 Thunderbugs in this area, if you can find them all. There's also a bunch of Vespoids as well. Totally just missed that Vespoid. He had eyes in the back of his head. But it's okay. There's a Thunderbug over here. Yeah, right here. And then I think the last Thunderbug is over this way on a rock. Yeah, he's right here. There's 4 Thunderbugs in this area. The only thing I've noticed that they're for is for shock traps. But seeing as you usually want to do something revolving around capturing monsters in this game, the more of them you get, the better, I guess. Okay, I think I finished everything except the small monsters for right now. But we're going to go down here. Next, there's a bunch of geckos and ants and stuff. Doodles, couple bone piles. But we want to come right over in here and find the protectors. I forgot what they were called for a second. He has a conversation with our Palico. For this one, we have to do an extra little side thing for him. We need the capture net equipped for it. And the Ghillie Mantle does not work for this quest. I've dropped right in front of the things that we need to go capture with the capture net, and I had the Ghillie Mantle on, and they still ran away. I'm not sure if it's because the Palico scared them, because your Palico can scare creatures away sometimes.
Let's ask the head honchos.
But there's the other camp that you can get here. For that one, we need, I think, possibly Monster Bone Larges and Rathian materials. We have the Rathian materials, but I think we're lacking a bunch of Monster Bone Larges. And that little cave entrance spits you out right here in Diabolos' lair. Okay, so for right now, we're gonna try and find those protectors that we need to find. Also, I think I found every spot on the map. 11, 13, 14, 15. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. And then there's an upper part to 5 as well. Yeah, okay. I found every area in the Wild Spireways for the map purposes. Not a big map, but, well, not big to me, but you can still get lost if you're not careful. There's a lot of nitro shrooms. Nitro shrooms are only used for like 2 things. I think they're used for something to do with bombs or something, and energy drinks. I could be wrong about the bomb part, but I know they're used for energy drinks along with some honey. We don't really have to worry about that right now because energy drinks only do two things in this game. They boost your stamina, which is kind of realistic, honestly, because energy drinks do the same thing in real life. They give you energy and boost your stamina for the day, at least your mental stamina. And they prevent you from going to sleep, which is also kind of realistic. But the sleep effect doesn't happen for, I think, at least until the next map. There's an endemic life creature that can put you to sleep in the next map. But we're going to use that to our advantage and not to our own detriment when we actually get there. So I should have found one of the dudes over there, but I guess I might need to find some more doodles before the game lets me find the guys on the map. But that little place where I dropped down and harvested a mining outcrop is one of the places where the protectors will show up for you to capture, usually. 9 times out of 10, they're in the same 3 places for me when I have to go capture them. But it's either different this time or I didn't collect enough doodles. We'll see. Blue mushrooms, always helpful. I think there's like flourishing gather points right now for Wild Spire for me. It's one of those things that just happens to be a map effect, and it's why there's so many extra plants and mushrooms around for me. There's usually still a lot on every map, but there's an excessive amount this time. Alright, I think I have enough doodles that one of them should be up here. If I did everything correctly, there should be a dude up here. Yeah, he's right there. When you get close enough and they actually spawned in, they'll have that green light above their head. Like that. You have to capture 3 of them. One of them is usually right here for me, or in this little cave sometimes with these mining outcrops. So that guy was in the same exact area as he always is for me. It's just in this general vicinity. Now that I have level 2 of the doodles, I should go check that other spot that I already checked, because that's usually where I find them. I can also just max out the doodles while I'm doing stuff too. Make it easier. I think if you max out the doodles, they will actually show up on your map and you can just put a pin in them and track them to the location where they're at, which is always useful too. We'll see in a second here. Yeah, I think I maxed out the doodles. Okay, I'm gonna check my map. I see the Rathian down there doing stuff. Okay, yeah. There's one right here. And that's the original one that we talked to, so that one doesn't count. But there's one over there in that area to the right, and then these are the bug trappers, so they don't count. There's the third one right here. Okay. So this one is in a different area for me than it normally is. But that one is in its usual spot. The one that's over here near Geratotus is usually where I said, over next to this god bug in this little trap spot here next to the mining outcrop. You just fall down and capture him. But we can go over here and get him all the same, so no big deal. They have like a set like 5 or 6 locations around the map where they go, and don't worry if you fail to capture them. Just give it like maybe 30 seconds to a minute, and they'll respawn in one of the other locations, and you can just go get them there. When you talk to the original dude that gives you the quest to go capture him, he mentions that they're very skittish of new people. So, oh, I have my hammer too, so I should probably do this.